Mike Panaki here in the Profitap booth at Cisco Live 2023. The IOTA by itself is a really powerful analysis tool, but sometimes we need more than just one tap to be able to get into the network and see what's going on. This is where the booster comes in. So in this video, we're going to look at how we can combine the analysis power of the IOTA with the tapping capabilities of the booster to get an unprecedented view of what's happening as far as our network traffic goes on the network. Let's take a look at how we can use the booster in combination with the IOTA. So typically, if I've got my IOTA, I might come in here and I might have a router on one side and I might have a switch on the other side. Let's grab a box here. We'll throw that there. We'll say, here's our router. And over here, we've got our switch. And we can come out of our router into our IOTA. On one port, we come out of the other port on the IOTA into the switch. Now, inside the IOTA, we have a tap. So this tap allows us to tap in line and see the traffic going across this link. This is great, but there are times where we want to be able to tap more than one connection. This is where the booster comes in. So let's go ahead and get rid of this configuration right here. Get rid of that. Get rid of this over here. And we are going to grab a booster. So the booster can be used in conjunction with the IOTA to allow us to tap into multiple connections. So when we take a look at the booster, what we have is we have 4 inline taps. Each one of these taps operates independently. The key is that the traffic coming in and out of these taps is aggregated and sent out this port on the booster. So what we can do is we can come in and we can tie the booster into one of the ports of the IOTA. So now every bit that goes through each of these ports on the booster is being aggregated and sent over to one of the ports of the IOTA. This means that I can come in here and I can put in a connection right here. This could be the internet. So we'll put an I up here. This could be my firewall right here. So now I can see all the traffic coming in and out of my firewall. Now on the inside of my firewall, I could come into another one of the ports on the booster. And I could connect that to a switch. So in this case, I'm seeing the traffic on the inside of the firewall. Now, the traffic on the outside and the traffic on the inside is being aggregated. One of the things I'll use this for is to measure the latency of my firewall. I can see the packets coming into my firewall, I can see the packets going out of the firewall, and I can see exactly how long it took my firewall to forward that traffic. Now I can see the traffic on the inside of the connection. So if I'm doing NAT, I can see the inside IP address coming into the firewall. From the switch, I could come in and connect back up to one of the ports on the booster, and I could come out of here and I could go to an access point. Now, one of the great advantages of the booster is that it will pass PoE. It is also fault tolerant. So if we lose power to the booster, it will continue to pass packets. Now, we're not going to be able to monitor if we lose power, but we are still going to be able to pass packets. All of this traffic is aggregated and sent over here to our IOTA. That means that I can take advantage of the different dashboards that I have on the IOTA to analyze this traffic going in and out of my network. Now, if 4 taps is not enough for me, I can come in here, I can take that booster and I can get another one. And I can plug that in over here and I can connect another booster to the other port on the IOTA. So the reason it's called the booster is it boosts the capability of the IOTA. So we've taken the IOTA, which has an integrated tap that we can use to monitor traffic going in and out of the network, and we have now increased that to 8 1 gig taps. So when we combine the booster with the IOTA, not only do we get the powerful analytics and the back-in-time capability of the IOTA, but we have the ability to monitor up to 8 different inline connections. So we can see traffic coming in and out of our network on the outside, traffic going in and out of our network on the inside, and traffic going out to specific resources located on our network.